Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Talking with E. I'm your host, Edith Damas, and I'm thrilled to have you all with us today. Whether you're tuning in from the comfort of your own home or catching us on the go, we have an incredible group of guests here with us today to talk about our upcoming art tour. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's dive deep into some engaging conversations right here on Talking with E. So guys, joining us today is a female-founded, locally powered, and socially responsible group of women. Please help me welcome the founding partners of Main Street Pop. So I have Tracy Gavin, I have Shan Gettins, and I have Sabrina Stoffel. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you all look so gorgeous, so gorgeous. But before I continue, it doesn't stop there. We also have a very special guest joining us to help talk about our art tour. Please welcome Committeewoman Patricia Gata Frazier. Welcome back. Long time in my hot seat. Has it been? Ladies, welcome. How are we all doing today?
Great. So great.
Again, I love all the colors. We're just killing it. This is actually my first time with 4 guests, so I'm very excited. Thank you for showing me the love.
Well powered.
Yes, it is. So I'll start first with Committeewoman. Please tell us, I know I've had you on the show, but it's been a little while. So please tell us a quick, brief summary of how's it been being Committeewoman for, I think, the past 2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
It's been quite enjoyable. Meeting new residents, meeting seasoned residents.
Yes.
It's been great. As the fire commissioner, it has been amazing learning and advocating for them and their needs and what they need to help us as residents of the township. It's been great, just meeting everybody, attending all of the events. It's been awesome.
Absolutely. And events like our art tour coming up, so I know we're all excited. Okay, and now ladies, please share with me, Main Street Pop. Who are we and where did that come from? Tracy, if you want to talk about it.
Sure. So we are as you said, women-powered community programming business where we do pop-up events, mostly centered around arts and supporting local businesses and creators. The name was really inspired by missing that communal feeling of Main Street. It used to be you could walk down the street and you'd support your local retailers. Everyone knew each other. You'd run into neighbors. And although, technology and Amazon and all those things it's wonderful for convenience, we miss that connection, that connectivity. Definitely. And so by creating these pop-up community events and really celebrating local businesses, artists, whatever that is, we're trying to recreate that for today.
Love that. I love that. So I was doing a little research on the website, and when I saw the reason for the name, I was like, it makes sense. Like, they're so good at what they do with these pop-up events. Main Street, bringing it all back. I loved it. Whoever deserved that, a raise, please. Okay. And then how about Sabrina, share with us the inspiration behind organizing the town's second, not first, but second art tour, and how has it evolved from the inaugural event?
So this is such an exciting event for us. We absolutely love doing this art tour. It's really an economic development opportunity to involve as many of the businesses as possible. At first floor businesses anyway. Everybody that has a window is eligible to participate. And it really just sort of invites the public to want to come into the shop, maybe talk to the owner and rediscover what's going on downtown in my community and how can I get involved and support my town and make my town a better place. So, and bring my friends in and get some day visitors to come and shop and participate in the services. You guys have so many wonderful restaurants and salons, and it's really just such a kind of wealth of opportunity here. We're so excited to be bringing the art back to the windows.
Definitely. And you hit it on the nail for me with the restaurants, because I think that's my excuse for going in. You see the art, it's like, yeah, let's check that out. But let me also stop by and get like an egg roll or a burger, a slice of pizza. So tea. I love it. I love it. And then Shan, I know with every project, with every event, there has to be challenges that you face and that you have to work your magic around. So tell me, what challenges did you guys face while coordinating the first one? How do you think you're overcoming them and running them smoothly for the second one?
Well, it's always logistics, right, with anything in life. So we are super lucky that we always have so many amazing artists apply, and we have the storefronts available who also apply, and then it's making that match. It's making the match with the artist and the open space in the window of each place, and you might have some stores that have got incredible, huge open windows that we can fill with massive pieces of artwork. Or we've got the other business that's like, I really want to participate, but I have like 24 inches. Can you put anything in there? And we're like, sure. So what we do is we have to curate between the artists that apply and then make the match with the store that's out there, and try and also bear in mind what that store likes. You know, like maybe one store owner really loves cars. So we'll try and make a match between cars and that storefront. So that's the main thing, is just the logistical challenges of making sure that we're making the most of the space that's available to us.
Definitely.
And trying to curate accordingly so that the store owner is happy and the artist is happy, and we're also not taking up too much of their selling space in their window, because obviously some of the store owners, like you've got an incredible bookstore here in town, and then he actually likes to do his display around the artwork that we're putting in there. So we're really trying to make it benefit the business as much as we possibly can, whilst illustrating the artist the best way we possibly can, and logistically obviously hanging it so that everybody that's walking past in the street can see it at eye level and be like, wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
And then we're also lucky that we put, like signage on the streets so people can see where the artwork is. And can scan and look up who these artists are and who these storefronts are.
I love it.
So we're really lucky.
And I think you guys did a great job of last year pairing the artwork to the location, and it was so aesthetically pleasing, because it was like with I think we passed a nail salon, or it was a hair salon or something, and you had you have the hair. I was like, this is great. So you did a good job matching who with who. So
and I would add like the cultural pieces. So if you have a cultural restaurant and you have an artist
we tried to do that too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We had one restaurant, I believe, and we managed to do a photographer who actually had photos of that country in that restaurant. So then it's such a perfect match, and it makes everybody happy. So
really well. Okay, so I do want to ask, before we go to break, I do want to ask, how do you select these artists, and how do they go about, being featured in the art tour? Tracy, if you want to take that one.
Well, we have a network of artists. We work in pop-up sort of art events all over New Jersey, but what we really try and focus on is local. And so our first priority, we do an open call, and our first priority is people in the Township of Union, artists, creators, and the surrounding areas. And so that's usually where we'll start, and then we will fill in to add color and just dimension with some of our network of artists that we know would be a good fit. Once we know the participating stores, we're able to kind of make that match. I guess in our next life we can be matchmakers. Get a dating show or something, right?
Let's try this life. I need a little help. So
oh, you're easy. You would be easy.
But like you said, the logistics, and you guys think of it way far back. It's not just like, oh, sign up, everyone. You're like, what, this artist does this, and I love that.
Yeah, we love. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. That's a lot of work. Is all I was gonna say.
Yeah, we literally like lay everything out, and it's almost like a jigsaw
whose house
puzzle,
is going crazy with all
putting it all, putting all the pieces together to
I love that. I love that. There's a lot of thought process behind this that I don't think people realize that come to. It's like, it's not just art that you put up in a window. It's artists that's being okay. Committeewoman, I'll ask you, and then we'll head to break. In what ways does this art tour benefit from our local community, both culturally and economically?
It is a cross-cultural opportunity for so many people, the local artists, the restaurants. It creates foot traffic for our residents to come out, and non-residents, the surrounding areas, to come out, enjoy the art, enjoy the local businesses, It promotes, vending for the artists, right? They can sell their pieces and economic growth for the downtown area.
Absolutely. And I think, well, I would hope people would tend to appreciate that, from the business owners to the residents to outsiders coming in, like, we're doing all these things.
It promotes, success for everyone.
Exactly. I love that. All right, we got so much to talk about. I'm so excited about this, but we are going to take a quick break. So guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. And the ladies from Main Street Pop, as well as Committeewoman, will tell us a little bit more about our art tour. What can we expect? And when is it? So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, guys.
We know the pressure you feel.
They say there are no excuses.
They say to just push hard.
They say to just go faster.
But when we're on the field, they don't know what's going on inside us.
How hard is too hard?
When do we get support?
When do we raise our hand and ask for help?
How are we supposed to feel good in here when that's happening out there?
We need each other.
Love, your mind.
I never got a college degree. Now I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions.
Folks, welcome back. I'm your host, Edith Damas, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Talking with E. If you're just tuning in, I have some marvelous ladies with me. I will reintroduce them. I have Committeewoman Patricia Garrett Frazier. I also have Tracy Gavant. Yes. I have Shan Gettin, and I also have Sabrina, don't hate me, but Sabrina Stoffel. There we go. I'm remembering them. It's cool. And we are here, Main Street Pops. Let's make sure we introduce them. We are here with Main Street Pops, who are putting together our second annual art tour. So exciting. We can't wait. I know I see the art every day in the hallways, but we'll get into that. But I'm so excited for it. So we'll dive back in. Sabrina, tell me, new elements, special features. What can we look forward to this time around with our art tour?
So we started this project with a sort of 3-year plan with the goal of creating an economic development opportunity again. So the first year we did art in the windows, and we had about 40 shops or so. This year we have about 50 shops.
Nice.
And we added...
Dun, 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 dun.
So these are like about 1 foot tall,
They're gorgeous,
three-dimensional
by the way.
U's, and we have 10 artists painting them, and the theme was the art in you. So it's about whatever the artist feels like represents them. So this U is by Brittany Vogel, and she's calling it Be You Self.
Oh, that's so cute.
And you as in
the you, the letter
your
U.
you.
Yes.
Township of Union in Union County. So, and this is very much Brittany's style of the larger art that she does.
Okay.
So, public, when you go to check it out, you'll see Brittany's larger works look very similar to this. So she just took the technique that she normally uses and applied it to this 3-dimensional piece. And so we'll be displaying all of these in the library this year.
Oh,
and so you'll get to see what each different artist feels like is inside of them.
See, now I love that, because I would just want to take it home with me. I would want to take it home with me after everything and be like, all right.
So I'd have to be honest with you. We did this, I don't want to bring up the pandemic, but during the pandemic.
That's fine. It happened.
We did a fundraiser, and we did these 3-dimensional H's for the town that we live in. And we had artists paint them, and we auctioned them off to benefit a nonprofit organization that was helping to provide relief. So that's kind of what gave us the inspiration to add this U. And so I bought one of them and I have it at my house.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Maybe I can ask one of the artists to paint one for the studio. That would be
That would be so fun.
right. That would be super cute.
Yeah.
So this will be a great thing, and I don't know, maybe we'll do a fundraiser
And we can
auction them
incorporate
off.
that. That
Or
would
maybe
be
they'll
amazing.
become a permanent feature at the library in the gallery.
Exactly. Even throughout town too. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, so everyone can enjoy them. For
So I
sure.
love these because they just stand up.
Yeah, they sit right. That is a good addition.
Yeah.
All right. Tell Brittany maybe she has to leave this one here.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so Shan, how about you? Tell me or share with me a memorable moment of success from last year's event that has inspired you to approach it for this year.
Well, I think one of the biggest success stories is that you guys have built this incredible space that we're sitting in right now that is incorporating an art gallery, which in this day and age, so many people don't appreciate musicians and artists, and they don't get the value that they deserve in society. So the fact that we were able to give one of our exhibitors last year, Winston Young, who did some work for us last year that we hung in one of the windows, and he is your first exhibitor in your incredible art gallery that's in this building that we're sitting in, that also has a library and a little coffee shop and this amazing studio. To me, that is a true sign of success and a town that's appreciating the arts and putting value in that commodity for your whole town to appreciate. So last year they got to do the walk. This year they'll get to do the walk again. They'll be able to come and see Winston. They'll be able to come and participate in other things. And that art gallery will be changing. So you'll constantly have different people for them to come and see. So to me, that's the true sign of success, that they have an art gallery in their town, in this incredible building that they can visit whenever they want is amazing.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I
Yeah.
walked out into the hallways and I was like, I remember that piece. That piece was sitting in the window. So I think, like you said, it's a full circle turnaround.
circle.
And it's amazing to see all the work that he has. So it only gives me ideas for the future artists to come in this art tour, many more.
And I think that the opening party as well was an incredible success as well. So many of your town came out to support, which is just so wonderful in this day and age to see so many people coming out to support the artists and to want to see that plan take action in the town. To have a Kickstarter party like we had last year was just incredible.
I couldn't agree more. And a little side note, he's going to hate me for mentioning it, but it's also a great welcoming to new artists who haven't displayed their art yet. So the station manager's daughter actually was one of your exhibitors, and I know she was so happy to see her artwork placed inside a window. So I think that's great. It's a great opportunity for her.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the first step on a ladder, hopefully, that they're going to continue to climb up, right, with their career.
And I do think that's one of the great things about this program is that it really combines the professional artists and the emerging artists on a sort of level playing field so that everybody can have an opportunity to introduce themselves to their community and have this pride, like, look, my work is in
up
this
there.
store. Come see my work. I'm an artist.
Agreed.
Yeah, in the bigger picture, art elevates everything, right? I mean, looking at beautiful art elevates everything. And so it just takes Union Center to the next level, you know?
Absolutely.
And that's a huge statement.
I love it. Listen, we got to incorporate more things with the arts, more things with you ladies, because you're just killing it with the town. You're killing it. I love it. I love it. Okay, Committeewoman, let me take it to you. What measures are in place to ensure that the art tour is accessible and enjoyable for all members of our community?
So it's an awesome central location, right, for local artists to be able to, you know, display their art. It's an opportunity for families that do not have the time to go to, you know, local museums or art galleries. So all of this exposure for families to come out. Like you guys stated, there are going to be posters on the floor so that you can identify the businesses that are displaying art. It's central location, and it's amazing opportunity for, you know, families to come out.
Agreed. And I really love that idea, having it's a QR code?
Yeah, there's stickers with a QR code, and then anyone can just scan, and then you will see a list and, you know, a map of all of the participating stores.
Listen, technology has gotten so far, but that is so cool to know, like, oh, right there, let me figure out who this is, where I can get that in contact with them.
And I have to, can I say one point? I think that's such a fantastic point that you said about families, because I know in this day and age, it can be stressful if you've got young children to take them into a formal art gallery and think, oh my God, don't touch anything, don't do this, don't do that. But to be able to walk down your local streets of the town or the next town over and introduce your children to art at a young age and get their creative juices flowing is so inspiring, and it's so wonderful. And as a parent, it's a much easier interactive art experience maybe than like a formal gallery.
More intimidating.
Feel like two birds.
experience.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
get dinner. Let's check some art out.
Yeah, so it's wonderful. It's a
I
great
think
point.
that's such a great point.
Yeah,
Also, we have such a variety of artists. And so I think when the families, and especially with the kids, when you're showing them the art, when they can see the creator in themselves, you know, I can do that.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
And I am good enough to be putting my work out there. I think it really gives everybody the confidence to show
Definitely.
what their creative side is.
Definitely. I love it.
One of the local artists is a family member. You have your whole
Yes.
family come out and
Yeah.
celebrate.
It's like your debut.
Yes.
It's like your debut.
Selfie moment in front of your window.
Absolutely. And I will tell you that some of the artists, because we're inviting all of the artists and all of the business owners to the opening party, which we'll talk about in a little bit, I'm sure, but they're bringing their kids, their plus one, their parents. Like some people have 5 people they're bringing, and some people are like, oh, my family's busy that night, but we can't wait to see all of the pictures, because last year this department did such a good job showing off what we presented. It really, your team puts together the other end of it to show off to the community what's going on. So it helps them to know that they're welcome to come and be a part of what's happening.
Yeah, and it brings art to everyone, because art can be intimidating. You know, if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to this fancy gallery or whatever, and art
don't know
should
the
be for
mediums.
everyone. Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. Yes, ladies. Okay, so Tracy, let me ask you, what strategies are you ladies using to promote the art tour and attract visitors from inside and outside our town?
Well, we have a wonderful partnership with the Township of Union, and we work very closely with them to make sure that obviously they know their audience. So here locally, right here in the township, as well as the surrounding areas, and then we, and you guys have such great relationships with your residents and with your business owners that we work very closely to make sure that everyone knows what's going on, and then. Where Main Street Pops comes in is we kind of try and, boost that up with our huge network, because we do pop events throughout New Jersey.
Yes.
And so people follow us because they want to come see art in other places, and it's, explore other towns maybe they wouldn't normally know about or go to, and it gives them another excuse to come here. So that's where we come in and try and supplement that and boost that up with a larger audience of art enthusiasts.
Exactly. And then our administrator, our assistant administrator, William Reyes, always likes to point out how, yes, we have this connectivity with our community, but it's where you guys come in, where you tap into a different group, a different set of people that we don't necessarily have that access to, that we would love to join us in our downtown, in our art tour. So that's why I think you guys, Main Street Pops, are such instrumental to everything that we do.
It's a wonderful partnership. And
We're very grateful.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll ask, how do you see the art tour evolving? And anyone can tackle this. Sabrina, if you want to start. How do you see the art tour evolving in the future, and what are some long-term goals for this event?
So I have enough views so that we can get 10 more artists next year.
Okay.
And display those again. And I think that I would love to do the windows again. And I would like to add a third element, possibly with flowers.
Ooh.
The word "you" can also be a sheep. And in New York City, in one of the special improvement districts, they did a whole flower display where they had a bunch of sheep and all these flowers, like they were so huge.
Okay.
And they were just so beautiful. And I just think it's such a fun play on words. And
I like that.
They travel in groups, so we can have lots of flowers all over the township, and you guys have a lot of great partners that can build things.
I love that.
And possibly, we don't have a deal for this yet, but maybe we can do a planting project where we actually get people involved in putting together the planters. So, because I always find you're building more community when you're working next to somebody, right? Like, oh, can I borrow your shovel?
Yep.
We need some water over here. Like, that's where you're making friends, and then you're making a joke on the side, and then all of a sudden you see them the next day on the street, and you're like, hey, friend.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, neighbor.
You know? So,
Cool.
and so I would propose publicly.
Just throwing that out there.
that we add something that's more streetscape. I mean, you guys definitely have a lot of planters, and they're very beautiful flowers. I love the colors. I just want to add more of a community sort of project to that.
I love the project essence behind it because, yes, like you said, we do have a lot of beautiful planters and everything, but now let's get the community involved with helping with those planters. So when people pass by, I worked on that.
Yes.
Me and such did that. That was a
Yes.
project we got to do together. So I do love the idea.
And there was the other idea as well. Do you remember that we floated as well? None of this is like set in stone. None of this is agreed to. Yeah, we're just brainstorming.
Call
like,
your
openly.
mayor.
We also had the idea of doing T-shirts or something for the
Okay.
schools.
Okay.
So the high school could have its own that one of their artists might have designed,
Yes.
that then all of the parents could buy in on, and they can represent like each school or the high school, or another artist could do a design for a T-shirt. So then it becomes art that everybody could wear.
Yes.
You know, like it's wearable,
Right, wearable
art
art.
that's sort of accessible to all. So if you don't have $500 for a piece of art, you can buy a $20 T-shirt.
Exactly,
So that was something else that we're kind of like floating
And
out
it's
and
also
saying,
promoting the township.
Yeah.
Right? So you're
Everyone's
wearing your
wearing their
pride.
Yeah, community pride. And also, you know, we've brainstormed about a whole bunch of ideas, but we talked about
This is the
for
proposal
little
now.
kids, we can literally create the U and have perhaps in the center or at the schools have little, you know, blank color, you know, coloring for the little ones where they can become
Join in and
little
have
budding
activities.
artists and just take a U and be inspired by the artists that did these and create their own U's on, you know, and then frame them, whatever. I mean, we can just keep going with these. We can just go you crazy.
You ladies
Yeah.
have my artistic juices flowing. We can even create little U planters that people can purchase and take home.
Yes.
That's just like
great.
those, like that shape.
There you go. You said you weren't creative.
there's art in you. There's art in you.
Everybody has something.
Arts committee right here. We're starting it. We are definitely channeling and starting it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love all the ideas. This is amazing. Hopefully we get to sit back and, hey, did you watch the show? We've got some great ideas. Ladies, that is so great. Okay, before we head out, I have one final question. I think it's probably one of the most important ones. Shan, I'll let you take that. When and where is this art tour launch going to be?
Okay, so we invite you all to come here to the Union Public Library Building on July the 29th between 6 and 8 p.m.
Awesome.
We will be having an opening party. We will be having some appetizers and some desserts, and we will be having some wonderful art. And then after you've schmoozed, you can go out to the town, and all of the art will already be hung, and you can walk around and you can start the art tour.
Oh, I love
So please come on out. Please come and join us that evening. Make some time on your calendar to have a little walking tour afterwards. And again, if it's too much to do all of it in one go, because we do have sort of 50 stores this year.
That's amazing. I
Then it's
didn't know that.
amazing.
50.
Yeah. Then you can break it down and you could take one street one night and one street another morning. But please come on down and please visit these artists that are going to be displayed in your town stores. And we're inviting the stores, we're inviting the community, we're inviting the politicians, we're inviting everybody to come out and enjoy this art tour that you guys
And the
have put
tours,
together.
yeah, and it's all of August.
Yes.
The entire
Yes.
month of August.
Entire month.
So
Yeah.
They have
come on
time.
down, you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the launch party is July 29th.
Yeah.
July 29th, 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So-
Here at the library.
Yeah.
And you can see Winston's
Yes,
gallery
will still be
exhibit, which
displayed.
is fantastic.
Oh,
Absolutely.
So we want to see you.
Tracy, I see what you did there.
With my Band-Aid finger.
Ladies, you have been phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, the color, the zest, the ideas, everything about your energy and your aura made this show possible. And I love love that you got to join me today. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
Love working with you guys.
And Committeewoman, it is always a pleasure having you here with me. Hopefully you won't go far, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, I love hanging out with you.
Same. And everyone at home, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you heard it here from our ladies from Main Street Pops. Join us July 29th from 6 to 9. We are going to have art. We are going to have desserts. We're going to have smoozing, as Shan put it. So make sure you come on out and join us. It has been another phenomenal episode of Talking with E. I will see you guys next time, but until then, keep creating, keep loving the art, keep appreciating the community. Everyone, till next time, I'm Edith Damas, and I'll see you. Take care.